Hello and welcome to the Weekend Investing Daily Byte. We're shooting this episode on 23rd of June, and pharma stocks are belying the market drops. We will see how pharma index is looking far better than many other sectoral indices and many stocks that are looking really good in the pharma space. But first, let's take a look at today's market. So Nifty opened with a big gash in the first hour. This is the first hour candle that you can see here. Almost the entire day range was established in the first hour itself. In fact, the first 15 minutes or so, the market dropped down to 18,650. It spent the first half of the day trying to recover from that point, went up to 18,750, good 100-point recovery from the bottom, but then succumbed to the second half pressures and closed at 18,667, which is sort of a low of the last couple of weeks on the index. So the market has lost some momentum. There is no doubt about it. And after a ferocious run in the mid and small caps in the last about 12 weeks, we now have some consolidation period ahead of us, it seems. So this was on Nifty. In terms of the Nifty internals, see out of those 50 stocks, I can hardly see 3 or 4 green patches here. So IndusInd Bank primarily was up 2.8% on news that the promoters are infusing 10,000 crores and taking their exposure up from mid-teens to mid-20s. Dr. Reddy's was up 2% today, again on some news that they have entered into the generic space. And Asian Paints and Bharti Airtel were also up today. Besides this, the major fall was seen in Adani stocks. Some fears of some US action based on what they have presented to investors there, and there was some denying of that rumor mill. So still confusion out there, but all Adani stocks lost quite dramatically. Cement and steel also were major losers today, along with some auto stocks, life insurance companies. Most of the banks were reasonably flat, but IT stocks also took a hit with TCS, Infosys, Wipro, and Tech Mahindra going down. Reliance and ITC, along with ONGC and BPCL, were also down. And that pretty much sums up the lethargic situation we saw in Nifty today. You can see here on the sectoral overview, metals had a huge down day today at minus 2.5%. So losing 2.5% on a sectoral index is quite big. Commodities also losing 1.4%. Public sector enterprises that had been running so far well lost 1.3%, and so on and so forth with all other sectors. Only private banking was flat, and pharma stocks eked out a gain of 0.2%. Now, if you see pharma over the last 1 week has dropped only 0.4%. Over the last month has actually gained 7.1%, being number 2 sector over the last month. And over 3 months, it has gained about 12%, again in the top gainers in the top 5 sectors of the last 3 months. So pharma is showing some strength, and we will look at some of the pharma stocks post this. This is the mid cap index. You can see the ferocious run that started from last week of March that had gone up till 2 days back, and now we've had 2 days of correction, not even coming to the 20-day moving average that you see on the screen yet. So no harm done. I mean, don't read this as a top that has been done for some time. Yeah, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months, but I think we are still very much on course for newer highs in the coming times. So this is from time to time after the indices run like this. Small caps also on a similar note, you can see last 3 days have been correcting from 10,600 to 10,300 bottom today. I think coming off to near 10,000 will be a very good sign here. And if market can consolidate there and go back, that will be a good, healthy move for the market to go forward to. Nifty Bank has been stuck in this box and this range for a while. Today, the drop on the Nifty Bank was not much. We've been in this range since mid of May, and we are yet to break out either way. So I think Bank Nifty is telling us that it doesn't want to fall, neither it wants to rise. It just wants to consolidate here for some time. Stock of the day, or the sector of the day, I would say, is the pharma sector. So this is a longer term, last 1.5 years of pharma index, and we broke out a few days back. Today also, it almost came back to the trend line, but made a quick recovery towards the end, ending in green. One of the very few, as I mentioned, uh, sectors to end in green. And what we see here is that few selected stocks that I have, Natco Pharma is one of them, which is looking quite good. It has sort of made a very rounding pattern, and it has held a base at around 500 rupees. I think this looks good for the medium term to go. Aurobindo Pharma is another stock that was looking good to me today. Again, it has taken very good support near 400, and sort of a inverse head and shoulders pattern. Also here, it has some resistances around 700 to 750, but the charge towards higher ground looks very, very positive, just brushing aside all the weakness of the day. And today's favorite, I think, is Dr. Reddy's for me. There is also some announcement that they are getting into a lot of generic space, and that may open up a lot of new ground for the company. And this also looks like a inverse head and shoulders pattern breaking out of this resistance. So above 5,000 is a buy for me, and I'm thinking that it might go ahead and in a few months challenge the previous high. That is just speculation and guess, but that's how the charts look like. So this is all I have for today's update. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are continuing to put in your comments in the comment section, and do follow the channel. Do give a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Investments in securities are subject to market risks. Read all related documents carefully before investing.